Alright, so this is the other one I need to clean. And I don't know if it's supposed to look this color. They had a label here and a label here. I've seen the original picture of what it would look like. And you can tell that they left the label on it. Now this thing weighs almost 50 pounds. And this is the, what is this? The rx-v2600. It's supposed to be a really good one. I paid a lot for it as far as thrift stores go. See if we can peel the label off. I always love to peel these off. And then what I do is I stick them to the bottom so that way I can remember what I paid for them. So now all of the Goodwills, they do different goofy letters and they don't always come off. Well, you gotta let it sit for a bit. This one's not too bad. There's a little bit of crap on it here. I don't know if the knob comes off easily. But so because somebody left this on, we're never going to get rid of that mark. Because that's sunlight bleached crap. Unfortunately. So this is supposed to be really nice. But unfortunately, it's kind of lackluster in the base department. This one also actually has an actual emblem on it. But yeah, somebody probably just left this somewhere where it was just sitting. You can see this crap does not come off. So they do their little, anti-theft crap. I don't know what it is. I think it's just like a grease pen. And on most things, it gets in the pores and it really sits in there. And it's really hard to get it off of there. But they do it so that people can't switch price tags. There's some stuff on here. I'm not too worried about this one. I probably will play around with it a little bit more and then I'll sell it. That's why I'm going to clean it really good. I mean, it's a nice stereo, but I think if you're not doing the full-on home theater, I think it's not really that good. And it does have HDMIs. It's from about 2006, and these were $1,400 when they came out, so they weren't cheap. Let's get all this crap out of here. Try and get as much of it out as I can. Look at all these. These are really hard to clean. Now the Sony had gold-plated ones. Interestingly enough, these are just regular. I don't think it makes any difference, to be honest with you. In fact, the gold ones were more susceptible, I think, to tarnish. Get most of the stuff out of here. These things, they just get so dirty, they just, they sit. A little cleaning goes a long way to make something look a little more sellable. That's like one of the things I don't understand about like a handfest and stuff. And these guys, they don't even bother. They don't even try and clean it. Let's try and get this off of here. See, the paint has got kind of a rough finish. You got to come at it a couple different angles. And as long as you can get it out of there to where you can't read it, who cares? And also, of course, if you're going to sell it, you know, I mean, you can tell them where you got it from, but yeah, a lot of people want to hide that. I'm not really concerned. If I have something that somebody wants, and I've bought it through a thrift store, and I've checked it out, and I've run it through its paces, I should just be able to say, yeah, I got it at Goodwill. You know, and if they want it bad enough, they're going to buy it. It's not like they're going to be like, well, oh, you got it from there? Oh, I don't want it. You know. That's where most of the stuff that you probably see on eBay pops up from. Unfortunately, Goodwill, when they look things up to price them, they look on eBay themselves. And then they price it a little bit less. I think they price it about 15% less. The problem is that they don't look at completed listings. They just look at whatever they find. So, like I saw an FT101 with a digital display for $1,900 on eBay the other day. I could not believe it. It was like, wow. How could you charge that much money for that? So, I don't know what this thing's worth. Probably $100, maybe 150. I mean, they priced it at 54 or 55. In 2006, it was $1,400. So I don't know what it should be worth, but a little bit of money. So I'm going to go ahead and carefully remove screws. Nope. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pull the cover off of it. Thank you. Is there like one more? Yeah, there's one more right here. Just like one, there's not even two. It's like in a random spot, there should be like another one, but there's not. As I recall, this thing was really dirty when I peeked inside of it. And what I usually do is I grab them like that. Oh boy. What's that? Yep. Really bad. So what I'll do is I'll just take the compressor and just barely leave it with it. Yeah, see, I just saw it just rippled up the label. That's why I want to be careful. Hoping I don't end up getting any crap behind the display by doing this. what I do. I don't really see anything behind it. It does look like crap. I try to be really careful. A little bit of crap in between here. That's it, guys. So, you can see, it looks a whole hell of a lot better. There's a fan in here. This is the heat sink. So, there's a ton of amplifiers up and down this damn thing. You know, a lot of these are very modular, symmetrical looking because of the way they build them. It's pretty cool. But yeah, kind of a cage roll down thing, so it draws the air through here or blows it out. I'm not sure which. Look at that massive transformer in this thing. Freaking huge. It cleaned up really good though. Very nice. Got this piece of cardboard in here to protect this. I think it's supposed to in there like that. There we go. But yeah, you saw how bad it was. It looks great. So this is the VSX for rx-v2600. One hell of a beast. Let's see if we can get some of that off of there. Unfortunately, it probably won't come off. Yeah, the transformer here is huge, but I'm not impressed with how it sounds.